Good afternoon, everybody. Good Tuesday afternoon. Hope you had a wonderful Indigenous Peoples Day holiday this past weekend. And so we are kicking off our Lunchtime Learning Webinar series. This is a series that is sponsored jointly by the Office of University Research and with the Chief Academic Officer, in this case, Dr. Malva Reed. Thank you for all her help, the Assistant Chief Academic Officer for Graduate and Online Education and Academic Partnerships. So please spread the word to your faculty members as well as your students. These seminars are extremely informative and will help you in terms of UDC's research ecosystem, but also to help you. I have the sincere honor today to introduce you all to Cynthia Mohammed, who works as a team member in the Office of University Research. And today she's going to present Ignite Your Research Spirit, Pivot RP Basic Training. Now, the Office of University Research is committed to growing the research enterprise at the University of the District of Columbia. It has invested in a funding opportunity database containing over 80,000 entries. So talk to your faculty, folks who maybe not be here, or they can see the recording, because the question we always get is, I got a great idea, but how do I get somebody to fund it? Well, Ms. Mohammed is here to tell you today about a new tool that where you don't have to go, for example, to grants.gov and search through everything. The information is going to come to you. You, in fact, by working with this program, will be able to have grant opportunities that will come out, let you know way ahead of time, because also some of the frustration we always have as research colleagues is, I heard about this great opportunity and I got a great idea, but I only got a week to put the proposal in. So Pivot is really good. Grants Management Specialist, Ms. Cynthia Mohammed, will enlighten you with the information on the Pivot RP, Research Professional Database. Ms. Mohammed has over 25 years of experience in pre-award research, administration, and proposal development. And I know many of you, I've heard feedback that says she has been really fantastic in helping you get your proposals together. Her expertise includes securing large institutional training grants, individual investigator grants, and fellowship and research awards for undergraduate and graduate students. So without further ado, I'd like to hand this over to Ms. Cynthia Mohammed of the Office of University Research. Cynthia?
Thank you. How is everyone doing today?
Well, on the wake-up list.
We're going to watch some videos today. This software, I've used at other institutions, and I was so excited that I wanted to bring it to UDC and was happy that it was approved for purchase. We just need to get you all in there as faculty members and the grad students as well to using the software to make our investment have a great return. So we're going to watch 3 videos today. You're going to watch an introduction of Pivot. Pivot has a lot of applications. One of the greatest things that it has is your ability to set up a profile and put in your keywords. So when you put in your keywords, the system auto sends you information on if there's opportunities that are available for you. So as Victor said, so you don't have to go out. Once you set up your profile and set up your keywords, the system will send you opportunities that fit your research. And that's a great product to have at your disposal. I'm going to share my screen and show you the first video, and then we'll take questions if you have anything. This is the intro video. Can we see the video?
Yeah, we can see the video.
Thank you so much.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So this is an introduction to Pivot.
Locating and securing research funding is highly competitive, with limited funding opportunities and an ever-growing number of researchers who are looking for that next grant. Pivot RP accelerates the research process by integrating the discovery of funding opportunities and potential collaborators into one powerful tool. Give your researchers access to the most comprehensive, editorially curated, and global source of funding opportunities. Discover a wide variety of opportunities from government, corporate, private foundations, and other funding sources, automatically matched to scholarly profiles via the Pivot RP Funding Advisor. A powerful advanced search mode and the keyword search option make it easy to find relevant funding, as well as track, save, and share opportunities. Search across millions of previously awarded grants from dozens of global funders to gain further insights and help inform strategic decisions. Pivot RP streamlines the work of the research office. Built-in communication tools, sharing features, integrated calendars, and more make it easy for administrators to promote relevant funding opportunities to specific individuals and groups across their organizations. Then demonstrate ROI using analytics and usage reports. A highly customizable, user-friendly interface allows for easy integration of institutional branding and resources from the main page through the internal newsletters, curated lists, as well as adding your institution's own internal funding. Pivot RP is integrated with Research Professional News, the award-winning research policy, funding, and higher education news service. Regional, national, and international editorial coverage provides timely and trusted research news stories and opinion. Get started today. Accelerate your research funding with Pivot RP.
Okay. Do we have any questions about Pivot RP thus far?
Not so far.
Okay. So we're going to show you the next video. And this is very important. This is how to set up your account and your profile in Pivot. This allows you to get the email alerts. If you don't set up your profile, then you miss the advantage of setting up email alerts with your keywords. So this is a very crucial step.
Setting up your account and profile. This video explains how to create a new account in Pivot RP and how to claim your Pivot RP. Setting up your account and profile. This video explains how to create a new account in Pivot RP and how to claim your Pivot RP profile. By creating a Pivot RP account, you'll be able to keep track of funding opportunities you're interested in, save customized searches, and get email alerts for things like approaching funding deadlines or when new funding opportunities have been added that you'll be interested in. To create your Pivot RP account, go to the login page and click Create Account. You can choose to use your institutional login credentials or use your email address and create a password. Using institutional login credentials is sometimes called single sign-on, or SSO. Your institution must have already set up Pivot RP to use SSO. If you can find your institution on the drop-down list, then this has been set up. Select your institution and select Create My Account. Alternatively, if your institution is not listed in the drop-down menu, or if you wish to log in with your email and a password, select Use Email Address, Create Password. The email address you use must be through your institution's email domain. Pivot RP can't be used with a personal email address, such as Gmail, iCloud, and so on. After choosing a password, you need to indicate which institution you belong to. Read and consent to the privacy policy and terms and conditions, and select Create My Account. Pivot RP will send you a verification email with a link to confirm your account registration. After setting up your account, the next time you log in to Pivot RP, You will be prompted to claim your Pivot RP profile. Claiming a profile is optional, but it is recommended that you do so. Profiles are created by Pivot RP's editorial team. By connecting your user account with a Pivot RP profile, Pivot RP will be able to automatically suggest funding opportunities that are targeted for your research. Other Pivot RP users will be able to find you as a potential collaborator on research projects, and you'll get relevant funding alerts by email. You can also claim a profile later by going to the user menu in the upper right and selecting Claim Profile. Pivot RP will display a list of possible matching profiles based on your account information. If you see the correct profile, select This is me in the profile row. If the email address on the profile you are claiming matches the email address on your Pivot RP user account, Pivot sends a confirmation email with a verification link. If you see multiple profiles or have difficulty claiming an existing profile, follow the on-screen prompts for assistance. If you can't find any Pivot RP profiles that match you, you can create your own profile by clicking Create Your Profile. Follow the on-screen steps, including things like entering any different names you have published under, details about your publications, and so on. Once you have claimed your profile, you can edit your profile at any time. Open the Profiles tab and click Your Profile. Or from the Home Dashboard page, click My Profile. Details about updating your profile can be found in other training sessions. And that's how to set up your account and your profile in Pivot RP.
You're a gamer like me. We have our own Lead Speak or Gamer Speak, which doesn't really train.
Okay, when you go to set up your profile, please look for your profile because Pivot did enter quite a few of the faculty members already. So don't initially go to create a profile. Go look to make sure your profile is in the system first. And then if it's not there, then create your profile. And in order to log in and create an account, you must use your email address and password. IT has not put up the single sign-on for us. So, and remember, you must use your udc.edu email when you sign up to create an account. Any other emails will cause you not to be able to get into the system because UDC owns the software. That's how they verify that you are a employee that has rights to the system. It's going to verify by the email address that you use. So please make sure. Do we have any questions about how to set up the profile?
I have a question, Cynthia. So
Yes.
from what I got from the video is if we go to the Pivot RP just website, type that in, and then what you do is go to the menu of participating institutions, UDC should be listed. And once
No.
you get, oh, go ahead. Help.
UDC will not be listed because
Oh.
we are not signed up for single sign-on.
Okay.
So you have to use the email address and password option.
Okay, so just use our own email, our UDC email and our UDC password,
Yes.
and then we get it.
Yeah, it is say create an account, and that's on the right-hand side. So the drop-down list, if you look at it, so everybody could try to look at it, you won't see UDC listed.
Okay.
Only the universities have single sign-on are listed on that list. Maybe in the future, IT could put the software in single sign-on, but at this point, it's not attached to our single sign-on.
All right, so that's the good. Thank you for braising that. So if anybody wants to get on, make sure you use, where the login, use your UDC institutional login and password. And then from there, it's pretty self-explanatory from what I got from the video. Thank you.
Yeah, so the profiles some of them are already preloaded. So please check, like they showed you, checking to see if your profile is there. And if it's there, claiming it. If it's not there, then create it. So we cannot stress enough. Please check to make sure your profile is not already listed before you create a new profile.
And one more question, Cynthia. Let's say for some reason, someone's put my profile in or there's a profile for me. Can I edit that if I wanted to add some things or maybe?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Once you claim it, you have all editing rights.
Thank you.
Yes, because that's through your profile that you set up your keywords and the research and the type of funding. So if you're looking for, you can put in, there's a lot of variations that you can put in when you're trying to do your search. If you know that you want a certain sponsor, you can put in just those sponsors. If you want to, you're looking for non-federal funding, you could check non-federal, and it's going to only show you industry, private institutions, and associations. And so it gives you a lot of options. So we're going to watch one more video, and this video is on how to do a search. And all of these videos were made available to you, so you can always go back and look at them when you're trying to accomplish these tasks.
Basic searching for funding opportunities. In this video, you will learn how to discover funding opportunities by searching and by browsing through thousands of opportunities that have been reviewed and indexed by Pivot RP editors. You can use the search box on the home dashboard page to jump right into discovering funding opportunities. But the best place to start is the Funding tab. The Funding tab provides various ways to discover the most relevant opportunities for you. With Search All Fields, simply enter your search terms, such as childhood obesity. Note that the search box also supports Boolean queries, such as childhood obesity and adolescence, phrase searching, such as childhood obesity in quotes, and proximity searching, such as childhood obesity, where the word childhood is within 2 words of the word obesity. Click Search to run your query. The results of your search appear here. Navigating funding results is explained in another video. Use the various facets on the left to further narrow your search. With Search by Funder, you can search by the name of a funding source, such as Institute of Physics, or you can use these links to browse funders listed alphabetically. Search by keyword lets you search for terms our editors use to catalog funding opportunities. Click the down arrow to open a hierarchy of keywords. Open each category to see more keywords underneath it. Select a keyword that you are interested in, and it will appear below the search box. You may select several keywords for each search. Another way to select keywords is by entering a term, for example, biotechnology, and Pivot RP will display a drop-down list of wherever it is found within the hierarchy. You can select from this list to add the keyword to your search. In addition to the 3 search tools at the top, the funding page offers a visual Browse by Keyword tool. The broadest disciplines are on the innermost circle. For example, here's health and medicine, and here's social sciences. Hovering over a keyword like social sciences shows you approximately how much funding is currently available for that keyword. Note that the currency displayed is set by your Pivot RP administrator. To filter down from a general discipline like social sciences, simply move to the outer circles. For example, here's planning or policy studies, and then here's urban planning on the outermost circle. Click to view the available funding opportunities. Lastly, there's advanced search, with numerous ways to conduct a pre-scoped search with specific parameters to narrow your results. Advanced search is explained in another video. And that's how to search for funding opportunities in Pivot RP.
Most people have no clue that in 2023, the best way to make money.
Okay. Do we have any questions about how to conduct a search? If you ever have questions, you can always contact me and I'll help you to set up your profiles and to set up your search and keywords. So we're here to assist you. Do we have any questions about the software?
Hello. I actually have a question. This is Dr. Jasmine Noel Yerish. Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Great. Sorry, I'm driving and listening in, so I can't be on the screen. But I actually have a question about Pivot RP. How is it different from other Pivot software that we might have had access to before? So like Pivot COS or other Pivot products.
This is the only product that Pivot has, and I think that Pivot is owned by Clarivant, and so they have other softwares. But Pivot Research Professional is the only Pivot out there.
Thanks so much. I used Pivot when I was a graduate student, so I don't remember it being called Pivot RP. So I just knew it as Pivot. So that's why I was asking.
Okay. Do we have any other questions?
I think, Cynthia, you said this, but I'll just ask it, go ahead for redundancy. If anybody does have any questions, or as folks pass this great opportunity on to their colleagues, they should just email you directly, correct? If they have any.
That's correct.
Yeah, and we will post this on our website, the recording. Thank you.
All right. Okay. So please let me show you one more thing. I'm going to screen share what the Pivot looks like for you. So we're going to go to the home page. And I'm going to share my screen again. Okay, and so I am currently logged in. Your name will appear in the right corner. And we have documentation of all of the things. So if you're not a person who wants to watch a video, we do have the same information in written form. So here is our profiles. They've been added by college. So let's see. Somebody give me a college they belong to so I can see if you're in the system.
Cass.
Cass? Mhm. I don't know why it's taking so long to load. And there you are. Your profile's already here.
Yes.
Okay, so when you go to log in, you create your account, you need to look for your profile.
Okay.
Okay. And then you can make any changes after you, to your profile. So Pivot just added these information to us. They actually pulled the data from our website. So if something isn't correct, just let us know. Okay. So is there somebody else who belongs to a different college?
Causes.
Causes?
Mhm.
Okay, Dr. DeKissa, we'll see if you're loaded into the system. It looks like you are not. I don't know why. So when you go in to create your account, you're going to have to create your profile. Don't know why you're not here. Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
What is the scope of Pivot? Is it federal grants? Is it foundations? Is it also local, say in this case, DC government grants? Could you tell us what the full scope of the universe that Pivot pulls from?
Pivot pulls from everybody who posts an announcement. That's why there are 80,000 opportunities in the system. So if DC posts an opportunity and they pulled it, then DC will be showing up. But they do all of the federal agencies, definitely. And then they have also private industry and associations as well. So it's a very comprehensive database.
So we have an extensive group of faculty members who work in the humanities. So National Endowment for the Arts and National
Yes.
Endowment for the Humanities also would be pushing out opportunities to those who register in Pivot.
Yes, and I would suggest that they also put in their topics, because then they'll pull things other than the federal government, because there are a lot of agencies that, we just had a faculty member put through something, and Laura Lee and I was like, we never heard of this organization, but apparently it's been around since 1967, and our faculty member found it. And so you can look, and there's a lot of opportunities out there for humanities people. You just have to put in the right keywords, and then it'll send you the alerts that let you know what's available. And beyond just federal awards, it'd be, associations, industry, all type of sponsors. So I would suggest that everybody, put in their keywords and not necessarily go after just the federal government, because you might lose a really good opportunity that someone is putting out there by limiting your search. Okay. Do we have any additional questions? Okay. So we will send you the link of how to access Pivot. And then you can set up your profiles, set up your account, claim your profile or enter your profile, and then set up your search. Any questions that you have, just call me and I will assist you in any of those functions. Okay. No more questions? Well, much success in working with Pivot, and hopefully it'll help you find some research grant opportunities. And we're always here to assist you. And we thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Ms. Mohammed, for this opportunity and this great presentation about Pivot. Again, I want to thank Dr. Malva Reed, thank all of the folks here, as well as we have some folks here on from the Office of University Research and faculty members. If you get an opportunity, please also encourage your colleagues. As Ms. Mohammed has shown, we have everybody, but sometimes there are new faculty members and others who have not become part of Pivot. Our goal in the Office of University Research, at least by the end of the year, is have well over 80% of the faculty registered on Pivot. And when you start registering Pivot, of course, you're not obligated to put a proposal in, but at least you see an opportunity. And once you see that opportunity, we really encourage you then to talk with your chair and your dean about your availability and commitment to be able to do that. And then look at the idea, because it might have that great idea that you've been saying, well, look, I wish there was some funding for it, will come up. So this will increase the probability of ideas, funding for your ideas, as well as also make you become familiar with that agency. Because even if you don't propose, different agencies have different formats, different things they're looking for, and you might want to at that time say, hey, maybe if I add this or just tweak my idea, this would be helpful. Again, here at the Office of University Research, we are here to help you with both your pre-award, post-award, and technology commercialization. And finally, I want to thank Fatima Achabaski and Dave Cerner and their entire team for putting this on for us and helping us with the technical format, and that we will then be posting these on the OUR website for further use. So thank you again for this session of our Lunchtime Learning webinar, and we will be talking about Cayuse and Miss Cynthia Muhammad will be presenting that. And that will, I believe, that's October 26th, correct, Cynthia?
24th.
Excuse me, 24th. And
Yes,
so
sir.
we'll come back then, because that will talk about a way that we're really automating how we can route proposals and you can track all the paperwork. So with that, enjoy the rest of your day, and we look forward to seeing you again. Take care.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.